Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear commerce student, hope you all will be fine. This is me Saqib Ali Shah, and in this video we will revise the topic of general journal. Dear students, you already know about the accounting cycle. There are different stages of accounting cycle: business transactions, journal, ledger, trial balance, and final account. But in this video, we will discuss the first two steps of accounting cycle: business transactions and journal. So the first question is, what is journal? A journal is a record of original entry. Means the transactions first of all recorded in the journal. There are different types of journal like general journal and special journals. Students, the transactions are recorded in the journal in chronological order. Now we will see the definition of general journal. Students, this is the book in which all the types of business transactions, cash or credit, are recorded with the short explanation. Dear students, you all know that we always record the information into journal from transactions. So the process of recording transaction in a journal, that is called journalizing. There are two steps of making a journal entry. First, we will analyze the transaction, find out the debit and credit account, and after that we will record that information into journal. The format of the journal is in front of you. There are total 5 columns. The first is for date, the second is for description, the third is for ledger folio, the fourth is for debit amount, and the last is for credit amount. Dear students, but here there is a question: how you will write or how we will write the description? As we all know that we always prepare the journal on the basis of the double entry system. So in front of the date, first you will write the name of that account which is debited, and in the next line you will write the name of that account which is credited in the same transaction, and below the every transaction you will write the short explanation. So in this way we will say that the journal shows the complete story of a transaction in one entry. I am again saying we always prepare the journal on the basis of double entry system. So the debit and credit rule for journal is: for assets, the debit is for increase and the credit is for decrease. For expenses, again the debit is for increase and the credit is for decrease. But in case of liability, equity and revenue, if there is an increase then it will be credit, and if there is a decrease then it will be debit. Let's take some example to understand that how we will record the information into journal. Let's suppose we have 6 things: cash, accounts receivable, equipment, trucks, accounts payable and capital. When we will pass the journal entry, the first 4 things, cash, account receivable, equipment and trucks, will comes on the debit side, and accounts payable and capital will comes on the credit side. The journal entry of the previous example is in front of you. Dear students, for every journal entry, the amount of debit and credit should be same. The next example is paid rupees 1800 for rent. Dear students, from this transaction, first we will find the names of 2 accounts, one for the debit and the second is for the credit. So the journal entry will be rent account to cash account. Here the cash will come on the credit side because we are paying the cash, and the narration will be paid rent. Another example is paid rupees 400 to Aslam on account from whom we purchased the truck. Dear students, in this transaction again we are paying the cash to Aslam. So our cash will decrease and it will come on the credit side, and the journal entry will be like account payable to cash account or Aslam account to cash account. But remember again, in this journal entry on both the side means debit and credit, we will record the same amount, and that is 400. The next transaction is paid rupees 150 for oil of the truck. Now think about the journal entry of this transaction. The journal entry will be expense account to cash account. Dear students, I hope this video will help you in the revision of journal. And in the last, remember two things. A journal entry may contain more than one debit or credit accounts. This type of entry is called compound entry. And the second is the total amount of debit and credit columns must be equal. Thank you.